according to the requirements imposed by the state of New Hampshire, the federal government, and personally President Obama. In order to meet these requirements, we built a shower, which is called a transgender shower. According to the requirements imposed by the state of New Hampshire, federal government, and personally President Obama, we built brand new camp jail for the campers and staff. The jail being used for campers violated rules in the community, and also some angry dogs, which are also violated rules in the camp.
Observe this familiar campus. But isn't something missing? That's right, there are no adults.
Hello! I am Igor. I am Madeline. We meet again. We have interviewed the new management regarding current conditions in the camp and how they are handling the situation.
And it's awesome. And we decided to replace Dan and Michelle, like the new leaders, and we think it's a really good idea just because we know what like the camp wants, because we were campers. We still are.
Why do you interrupt me when I am about to mow my lawn with this big piece of machinery?
And there's no more camp hype because everyone hates it.
The regime became too much. The campers felt unable to have free will from the Rifkin's regime and the suspicious drones watching the campers' every move.
And also, we decided to change all the things, how the counselors could overrule the campers. So we decided that the campers could have 3 cookies if they wanted.
The cooks decided to replace all of the meals, making them much, much healthier. Replacing all of the food with either candy, bread, butter, or anything that has a lot of sugar in it, just to keep all of the campers' spirits up and keep them healthy.
Well, since you asked me, I will tell you that I'm looking for more CIT volunteers for the camp.
And you don't have to go to bed that early. You can read during the night.
Oh, and Sasha Farber does bathrooms all by himself.
Hey, Aaron.
Oh, yes?
What are the changes that you made since replacing Igor?
Oh, well, instead of calling the thing we do in the morning, I call it ultra workout.
Why are you trying to simulate the Russian accent?
Well, if we want to keep this camp RSM and not ASM, American School of Mathematics, we have to keep the Russian, and we have to have pure Russian English at this camp.
What happened to slow poops?
Ultra workout now, we only do slow poops. It is slow poops for 25 minutes, and then you do 3 push-ups and you leave. And that is the whole ultra workout.
I am the most manly 11-year-old boy that ever existed.
And if you don't have to swim at waterfront, you don't have to. And everyone rides the truck. Now we just need someone who knows how to ride the truck.
Believe it or not, but kids managed to make economy based on the production of low-quality handicrafts and furniture. They then exchanged the goods to buy US dollars and candies.
Well, after there was the economic depression, everything collapsed. There was a black market here, where many things were sold for sometimes way more than they should have been allowed, even with inflation. And it was a very terrible time for a few weeks. then I came in and I decided I need to start this over again. It took some time to get us out of this horrible depression, but through my calculations and our steady plan for economic growth, we, Camp RSM, have become a powerful force.
How do you like the replacement for Mrs. Rifkin?
Well, she's actually pretty good, but she's a tiny bit annoying.
Так, что?
Eventually, we all felt like we were being used, like we were chess pieces on Schneer's chessboard. And then came the arrests and the jail, and the kids, with a very good reason, were shocked. They were all completely outraged. And then finally came the last drop of guacamole. I mean, seriously, it's gluten-free, it's vegan. And then came the total lockdown of all camp resources. And then the kids, with very good reason, decided to openly rebel. They set siege to Rifkin Manor, and we ended up driving around with the adults. They all had to flee back to RSM Boston. And me, being the final member of the Preston lineage here, I was running the entire operation from this basement the whole time. And currently I'm in control of the camp, and everything is going perfectly fine right now.
Ты что, Max? We hired you as replacement Mr. Rifkin. And what are you doing here? Nothing.
I'm in the middle of something. Don't interrupt me.
Так.
To our surprise, in the bushes, in close proximity to the campgrounds, we found one adult who belongs to the executive management from the previous owners of the camp, and we had a chance to ask him what are his further plans regarding the camp.
How did children take over the camp?
Well, it's my understanding, last year there was a hunger strike in the camp. And approximately 60% of the kids took power, override all the laws, and what happened today is about 98% of the kids have power in the camp, including counselors and CITs, all of the power. We hope that this situation will be corrected. We will put riots down, and we will make agreement with rioting campers. We probably will bring conditions of the correctional facility to the next technological level. We probably will have to take control of the drones, which we extensively use in the camp. We will be doing mapping and surveillance of the rebellion and riots which are in place. We may have to invite our other camp directors in order to make speeches and talks to the campers who email. And the last thing, we probably will ask parents and grandparents come to the camp and take kids to Aruba or Cape Cod.